Hi students, we study the story The Lost Spring. In the previous paragraphs, we have seen the writer encounters Sahib, a rag picker, and his parents have left Dhaka to earn a living in Delhi. And she notices many rag pickers live in Simapuri like Sahib's family. Instead of going to school, the children of these Simapuri are excited at finding a coin or even a 10 rupee note from the garbage. After the regular meeting with Sahib, she talks to him and he says him his name, that is Sahib-e-Alam, that means the ruler of earth. One thing she notices that he loses the spark of childhood and roams barefooted with his friends. Now we can study the remaining paragraphs. Just note the page number 15, first paragraph. I remember a story a man from Udupi once told me. As a young boy, he would go to school past an old temple where his father was a priest. He would stop briefly at the temple and pray for a pair of shoes. 30 years later, I visited his town and the temple, which was now drawn in an air of desolation. In the backyard where lived the new priest, there were red and white plastic chairs. A young boy dressed in grey uniform, wearing socks and shoes, arrived panting and threw his school bag on the folding bed. Looking at the boy, I remembered the prayer another boy had made to the goddess when he had finally got a pair of shoes. Let me never lose them. The goddess had granted his prayer. Young boys like the son of the priest now wore shoes, but many others, like the rag pickers in my neighborhood, remained shoeless. Dear students, please note the meaning of two words. One is desolation, a state of complete emptiness or destruction. Another word, panting, it means breathing with short. Actually, the writer narrates a story told to her by a man from Udupi. Udupi is a town in Karnataka. When he is a young boy, he would walk to his school. On the way, he crossed a temple where his father worked as a priest. He stopped at the temple and prayed to God to bless him with a pair of shoes. Actually, that was his biggest dream, to get a pair of shoes. After 30 years, the writer visits the town and the temple. Now the place is nearly empty. Before it was crowded and now it is empty. The new priest lives in a backyard of the temple. The boy who prayed to God to get a pair of shoes is now the priest of that temple. She notices plastic chairs in red and white color are kept in there. A young boy comes running. She guesses that is the son of the priest. He is wearing grey colored school uniform, socks and shoes. He has a school bag hung on his shoulders. The boy throws it on the bed and ran away. Actually, the writer wants to say that the financial position of the priest at the temple has improved over the last 30 years. Now he can afford shoes for his children. There she remains, the prayer of another boy who got a pair of shoes. What was his prayer? He prayed to God that he may never lose that shoes that he had got. The goddess had granted his prayer, as the boy never lost his footwear. This shows us that the poor people value anything that they get because they have been wishing many years for it. Next paragraph. My acquaintance with the barefoot ragpickers leads me to Simapuri, a place of periphery of Delhi, yet miles away from it, metaphorically. Those who live here are squatters who came from Bangladesh back in 1971. Sahib's family is among them. Simapuri was then a wilderness. It still is. But it is no longer empty. In structures of mud with roofs of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of sewage, drainage, or running water, live 10,000 ragpickers. Not the meaning. Acquaintance means personal knowledge or information about someone or something. Periphery, the outer limits or edge of an area or object. Squatters, someone who settles on land without right or title. Metaphorically, in a way that uses or relates to metaphor. This paragraph says that the writer describes the area where these rag pickers live. It's Simapuri, locates on the outskirts of Delhi. It is very different from the capital of the country. In 1971, when these rag pickers had migrated from Bangladesh, this area had been a wasteland. Simapuri is still a wasteland, but now it is not empty as almost 10,000 rag pickers live there. In structures made of mud with the roof made of thin sheets of tin or plastic materials called tarpaulin. There was no sewage, drainage or running water facility in this Simapuri. They live in unhygienic conditions. It is a piece of wasteland where the garbage of the city is collected. These people have started living there illegally. They don't have any identity. They don't have their own land.